Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Subnautica in our Into the Locker series, the final episode of Into the Locker, in fact. And you know, I was thinking of the massive laundry list that I've been rattling off for things that I wanted to accomplish with this final hour or so of content. And we're obviously not going to do all of that, so I need to think about what is the biggest, coolest, most amazing thing that I have yet to do with this playthrough that I want to do right away. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll see what else we can get away with once we're done with that. And the answer, of course, is building a damn aquarium. So let's step outside, now that we have our new entrance and our lighting set up. I don't know why I just went back inside. That makes no sense whatsoever. Let's take a quick look at the layout of the base. Somewhat more complex than it used to be as an entrance. We can probably still do more to make this entrance not with actual structuring of the hallways. I like the hallways as they are now, but we could add additional, maybe even floodlights to, like along this ridge, you know, just to really fill out the area and make it work. I don't know. I just feel like there's more that we can do. All right, good. The sun is rising, so we can see the base. We originally built this thing out here as the bridge to where the aquarium would be. And I recall now, actually, the reason I did that is I wanted the aquarium to be out here in this area. I wanted it to be amidst the, whatchamacallit, the kelp forest. Because it's really, really cool to have... The game is running really smoothly right now, by the way. Can I just say that? I just upgraded my display driver, and I feel like there's some kind of difference. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's running really well. I don't know if it looks different to you guys. It probably doesn't. But anyway, we're going to have the aquarium roughly, I think actually here would be a good place for it, and we're not far away from where it needs to be. So we do need to do a little bit more materials gathering, but not much. We've got still plenty of glass and lots of titanium on us. Let's actually step inside the base now that it's been constructed. It would be nice to have some signs up in the base by the time we're done with this episode, but you never know, we might end up coming back to this. Interestingly, I don't know if you guys saw this, but there's been some back and forth on Twitter. Braxis responded to a question from someone about the content of the Subnautica expansion. You'll be playing as a new character in the Subnautica expansion, and there you will not be necessarily returning to the same base, which I found surprising. Now, this is all very early, and you know they're still conceptualizing. Well, they're developing the expansion, so I think they're beyond conceptual stages. But I was very surprised to hear that there would not be. Just to use an obvious comparison, I play a lot of Long Dark on the channel, and the Long Dark has really always been focused on continuing to iterate on the original zones, even as they add new zones and entire new modes to the gameplay. So they are building on and adding on what is old, and also adding new stuff and new expansions. And I felt like Subnautica might follow a similar approach, but turns out maybe they're not, which is a little worrisome to me. But we'll have to see how that actually pans out. I'm not trying to panic anybody, but that's literally what was said. So let's see. Oh yeah, we've got the Chinese potato seeds still here. I remember being upset because I ate one of them accidentally. I could switch these out, as long as I don't eat the rotten Chinese potato accidentally, which would be bad. I can replant them here. Now, one of these seeds is just for a Ming plant. This is not edible. It would just be for the sake of growing an alien plant on my station. I'm going to right-click. There we go. So now those seeds will start growing an actual fresh Chinese potato plant. So let's take a look down in our resource storage bay, which is right here. Nope, we went... that's one of the hazards of having the overlapping ladders, is we went up instead of down. My bad. Alright, so titanium. Yes, we still have that titanium. The ingot, I don't know that I need to have on me right now. A little bit more lithium might be a good thing to have just in case. And then we have some quartz, which I will keep on me in the form of quartz. Also, you know what? Let me go ahead and grab some... Yeah, see, I'm going up accidentally. It's happening a lot. Let me grab some silicone while I'm down here. I don't... Yeah, there is a silicone locker, actually. So we can use that to make, whatchamacallits. Look at my health. It's still really low from the crashes hitting me. That's hilarious. Oh, yeah, that's right. I just filled up my inventory with this stuff. We have an unidentified creature egg. We can put that away. Yeah, the creature eggs are going to have a place to hatch soon. Yeah, I would like to have some... I'm bringing the silicone because we could have bulkheads in this little tunnel. So let's take a closer look at what we might be able to accomplish with this here tunnel. I guess we'll climb up. Still learning my way around the new base a little bit. It does work a lot better, and I like it, but still going to take some getting used to for this last little while of gameplay. So the question is, see, right now all of this, all of these lithium reinforcements are going to need to be moved if I'm going to do anything different with this hallway. So maybe for now I won't do anything different with the hallway, and we'll let it stand as it is. Now the thing is, out here, this hallway cannot expand any farther. I'll show you what I mean. It's hitting the sand. Now, old Subnautica would have let me do that. New Subnautica is mean and doesn't let me do it. So, we're going to build a vertical connector. We're just going to go up one level. In your face. And then we're going to make this a glass compartment. Also in your face. And we're just going to keep going. Oh, hello, hull strength. So that went away quickly. We will definitely have to go ahead and build some reinforcements now. And they have all already been built. Everywhere they possibly can be. Crap! Alright, well, hang on. Hold that thought. We could potentially put one there, but I think I might rather... No, let's do it. That's maybe a good spot for one. Okay. Literally anywhere else. They can't be placed here because the lockers... This is one of the more annoying things. Because technically these are replacing the inner walls, the lockers are on those walls, therefore I can't do anything there. However, I can put a reinforcement on the side of the immune pool. I can also do windows, which I don't believe I ever did. No, I didn't. Oddly enough. That could eventually be a window. I think there's already reinforcement. No, that is not a reinforcement. That is in fact an entrance. That's a reinforcement. Okay, my memory is not entirely a dud. So I will put in one window, because, I mean, it just makes sense. There we go. And, for whatever reason, they just decided to move the Seamoth at that exact instance. You know, what I could do is I could kind of have more passages going out this way. Just as a place to put the reinforcements for now. This is entirely temporary in the same way that the reinforcements were technically temporary on the other side of that hallway. But I think I might actually leave the hallway as it is and just put glass windows on one side. We're just getting ready to build out towards the aquarium and we will be ready to go. I'm pretty sure I have all the materials I need for it as I use up the last of my titanium. Really? Is that all of my titanium already? That was fast. Okay. Well, we've got the scanner room HUD chip in, but evidently the scanner is not actually running. So let's pop in there and see what's going on.
30 seconds.
You know what? I kind of want to add a hatch just like right on the outside of the scanner room. Ooh, I just picked a lot of lantern fruit. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Alright. Let's pop in here. Scanning for quartz. Why aren't you finding any quartz? Weird. That's alright. We don't want quartz. We want titanium. There we go. Now, bloody find the stuff. Well, actually, no. Looking for titanium, we won't find much. But if we look for limestone chunks or even metal salvage. Yeah, see, the list is short again, so we're just gonna go for limestone chunks. And go hunting for some of those. We don't need a lot, but ironically, we are once again having to go after... We don't have the Sea Glide with us. Okay, so I can't go too far. Well, I can, but it'll just take longer to go places. Hey, I know this cave. Copper. Wasn't sure how close I was to that. Was just blindly clicking through the grass. Okay. Looks like a few more close by. Oh yeah, real close. Somewhat sheltered from the stalkers above. Not too sheltered though. They could totally swim in here if they detected my presence and decided that they didn't like it. Which happens, I feel like, on a fairly regular basis in Subnautica. Stalkers are like, hey, I feel like eating your face off. You mind if I try that? And I'm like, no. Actually, yes, I do mind. I mind a great deal, Mr. Stalker. Leave me the hell alone. I did not come here to have that conversation with you. Would you what? Where am I? What fresh hell is... Hang on. I don't have my flashlight. Bollocks! Alright. Well, without my flashlight or the Sea Glide, I am in a little bit of a pickle. Hang on. There might be a cave that I can find my way into that would not be too perilous to navigate. Where is that limestone chunk? That is going to drive me nuts. Aha. Hey, buddy. Oh boy. Alright, well I've officially... Alright, there we go. I was about to say, I have swum myself into a dark corner. But here's another limestone chunk in the abyss. Where are these? I can tell they're like just beneath... Here we go. Alright. Alright, making progress. That is sandstone, I'll take it. That is quartz. Trying to see how close these are, again using parallax. Ah, that one's actually somewhat visible. Very nice. Also, I should probably breathe soon. Word to the wise. I bet you're all sitting there going, Hadrian, are you seeing your oxygen meter? Because we're seeing it. Are you seeing it? We're seeing it. I just got a stalker tooth randomly.
30 seconds.
I know, Jennifer. I have really fast swim fins on. We can do this quickly. I'm trying to get as much titanium as I can in one run. Thank you very much. That's the same limestone chunk I was trying to get before. Dang it! I don't know how to get to that one.
Oxygen.
I know, I'm going. Alright, there's one right there that is on the surface, I can tell. And back down. Alright, well that's good enough for me. I think that's enough titanium to get some basic stuff done. We're going to have to do a more concerted search before long. But, hang on. Looks like it did detect more in the area of the volcano while we were swimming around. And we have the handy-dandy heat suit on now, so it's easier to do what we're doing at the moment and not burn alive.
Seconds.
I know, I can see it. I see it all the time, because it's there all the time. Yelling at me. Okay, those are not as close as I thought. Alright, I'm going to grab that one last piece of quartz. And then I'm going to go straight up because holy crap.
Oxygen.
Woo! This one's going to be a little close. Might start to go dark a little bit, but again, we swim really, really fast. Hey, look, there's a life pod. About 400 meters away. Alright, good. Found a bunch more limestone chunks in the general area. Well, we've got all the copper we need. Now that it's the last episode of the series and we've done everything. Oh, hey! That's ironic. Let's drop the stalker tooth. If we really need a stalker tooth, we'll go back and get it. But hopefully the presence of that metal will reset the scanner room in some way to where I can look for metal salvage, because that's what I really need to find. Where am I swimming? I'm swimming away from base alpha. Hey, Rabbit Ray. You're fast, dude. Rabbit Rays don't get enough credit. They're ridiculously fast. So, this thing's going to be at least 4 or 5 multi-purpose rooms tall. So it's going to need more titanium. We're going to need the scanner room to work its magic. But I think we've got the glass that we need to build out in the direction we would like to build. So, next thing is next, as they say. Actually, the saying goes first things first, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. What did I come down here for? Oh, wait. No. This is what I wanted. And let's go ahead and make glass, because we did pick up a few pieces of titanium, and that will free up a little bit of inventory space. Not a lot, but a little. Yeah, I'll make one more. One of the reasons for which being, I can grab this water and consume it. Okay, next order of business. Scanner room. There you are, metal salvage. Find all of the things. Thank you. Okay, it's already found one. Good. Let us continue making the things. Oh, speaking of the things, let's go ahead and make this as easy as we can. Where is... there it is, hatch. Ooh, it's close. That's a tight entryway, but I think it makes sense. The other possibility is actually having... hang on. Hang on. I have another idea. Is it really not going to fit? Are you seriously not going to fit? You're so close, you bastard. Alright, it's running into the wall. Dang it! Alright, well, I tried. Let it not be said that I did not try. At least we can put the hatch in. Even though it doesn't quite look that great. I would prefer that it was curved. That way it was kind of a sub-entrance to this entrance, but that will do. That way we can get straight into our scanner room anytime we need to get in. I might even be able to put a flood lamp, you know, right here to make this light up a little bit better. What are the ingredients for the flood lamp? I think I already have them on me. If I do... Yep, I do. Glass and titanium. Those are some complicated ingredients, let me tell you. Okay, again, the flood lamp... the light goes toward the player, I believe. Not away. I thought it was away, but it's definitely toward. Okay, there's not a good level plane. So best place to put this will probably be underneath, shining forward. Like right there or so. And, oh yeah, duh. Oh no, I stand corrected. I had it right last episode. Whatever I said. Alright, so it shines away from the player. That works for me. Lights up the area down there a little bit more, makes it a little bit easier to see that entrance, even though it's not a head-on kind of lighting. Still works for me. Back to reinforcements. And then we can get this tunnel built in relatively quick fashion. We can also potentially do reinforcements on some of the other hallways elsewhere on the base. We'll see. What's the deal? I'm not out of lithium. Really? I had... How many reinforcements did I build? I didn't think I had built that many already. Alright, well I gotta go get more lithium. That's annoying. That's the entire reason I grabbed so much lithium, is so that wouldn't happen. But evidently, I needed to build more of those than I predicted. Now granted, the prediction was just kind of a... heuristic, you know, assumption in my head while I was playing. So it's not like I sat down and thought about how much lithium would I need exactly, but I'm surprised to have run out that quickly, because we discovered, or rather remembered, last episode, or the one before that, that lithium is only required in quantities of 1, you know, for the reinforcements. And it's titanium primarily that's needed for them. See? 1 lithium, 3 titanium. I need to finish that one. Maybe that was part of the problem, is that we never finished that one. And let's get that one built. Okay, now that's probably not all of the ones I'm going to need to build, especially considering the fact that I do plan to have glass windows here. I would actually like for these to be glass hallways, honestly, but for now, I'm not going to worry about it because that would take way too much time to set up. The nice thing about this, of course, is that it takes us a lot closer. Okay, we're out of glass. Takes us a lot closer to the power plants as well. So those lines don't have to extend nearly as far. It's just an aesthetic thing. Look, the plant grew. Both of them grew quickly, actually. It's nice. Ooh, what did I need? Oh yeah, glass. Large quantities of it. Do-do-do-do-do. Really? Am I really out again? Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. In order to get this done in relatively quick fashion... See, this is the kind of resource collection... Oh, the lead locker's full. Okie dokie. Well, we're going to overflow into the lithium locker. Blasphemy, I know, but we're going to do it. I'm going to put this lithium up. There's a gold and silver locker right here. This is the kind of thing, what I was saying a moment ago is that this is the kind of effort that I thought, you know, you would have to put into making the rocket. And the rocket ended up being rather straightforward and simple. It was surprising how easy it was to get that thing made. Okay. So I'll keep that quartz right there on me, because I can eventually make glass with that. But we need to go over to, I guess, down to the scanner room, which is right here. Hey, I'm learning. And, I mean, I suppose... Hang on, for the sake of expediency, let's grab the Sea Glide really quickly. It's going to take up some inventory space, which annoys me inherently, because I want to carry all the things. But we can go grab some metal salvage over here. Looks like there's a relatively large pocket of it. I'm guessing That's in another segment of the kelp forest. My guess was correct. That actually seems like it's quite far down, which is not surprising. Alright, I see more limestone. Oh yeah. Wait. Where are you? Oh, you're not as close as you look. Let's stick close, because there's plenty in the area. Oh, leave me alone. I really don't care. You would be astonished at the extent to which I do not care, Mr. Stalker, sir. You think you're so big, bad, and scary with your underwater roars. But all you are is a nuisance. A nuisance. Nuisance. Basically. Okay. Whoa, hello. There's that, and we can grab exactly 2 more. So let's do it. The closest ones are probably those 2. Just kidding. Closest one is right here. And then those 2. Oh my gosh. There we go. Alright, so, yep, that's the exact number of titanium chunks. Little pieces of ship that I can carry. So we've got titanium, now we need quartz. 1 more quartz run. It will hopefully facilitate our aquarium. I'm going to keep this episode going till we get this thing built. And we have, I don't know exactly how long it will take to build our friends the, or not build, but hatch our friends the cuddlefish. But that's got to happen. So I might have to do a bonus episode if it takes too long, but I'll just let this one run long until we're done with our task. All right, so metal salvage change to quartz. Meanwhile, let's head over to our fabricator. Now the good thing about this is that while I'm doing this, and while I put the titanium up, the scanner room is finding any other quartz, you know, packs in the area, pockets that I haven't farmed yet. And I've farmed a good many of them. So it's going to need to search for a bit to find them. I have 1 inventory slot for that. Okay, now same principle as before. We are going to... I found some quartz. I'm going to put the sea moth, or the sea glide back up in the gear locker. We're going to grab as much quartz as we can. And this quartz we literally need because it's an aquarium with glass walls. So... I don't want to hear about how glass happy I am because this is the part where we actually need glass. Actually, I just needed to go down to my sea moth, so I could have gone inside the base for that, but hey, I felt like going for a swim. Don't judge me. I do what I want. Alright, so let's hop into the sea moth and hard to port. Oh yeah, we got a bunch over there. And it's not even that far, it's just a little bit deeper down. Now the thing is, I am once again without any kind of light. So if I'm going to find this quickly, I'm going to have to do it with assistance from the sea moth headlamps, if possible. Yeah, those are completely underground. I was worried about that. Oh wait, no. Nope, these are just inside the volcano. That's totally doable. It's going to be a little warm down here, but I'll survive. I survived in much more volcanic waters than this, let's face it. Those are actually quite close. I'm going to grab them. Ow. First time that's happened in a while. It's literally swimming into the jellyfish to get away from the crashes. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, I literally ducked my head down right there. Ow. That's rude. Alright, where... I see a few more, but it's not as clear. Alright, there's the volcano. Here we go. That's silver. That's hot. That's my submarine. Tape. Let's go up top. There's a bunch right here, evidently, that I have not grabbed yet, and that's... Hey, buddy, don't fart on me, please. Yeah, oh wow. This is rare. Find that big of a pocket of quartz on the surface of the safe shallows, not only in Subnautica 1.0, but this late in the game. That doesn't happen. Okay, for a second I thought it got pushed into the sand. I was going to get real mad. The sea moth. I thought it got pushed down in the sand. That was a thing that was happening in pre-release. Early access, I guess. We still have room for plenty of quartz, so I want to... Let's see if there's another big pocket somewhere. It really seems like I've mined the majority of it. So what we may have to do is return to... Where are you? How's the battery on this thing? The battery's fine. It's been charging normally. Alright, these quartz are nearby, so I'll grab these while I'm in the area. Oh, they're underground, though. So grabbing them could be a little dicey. Can't tell how to get to those. It's too dark and I don't have my light with me. I don't have my light, do I? No, I don't. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to have to do is go back to... What am I thinking? It's the tree. That thing. It's a kilometer away. We have a scanner room there. We can activate that one. And also we're going towards some quartz as we move toward it, so that works out. And what I'm hoping is that when we do that, it finds a multitude of quartz that we have not yet discovered. Where's the... Oh yeah, I put the sea glide away. For a second I was like, did a rabbit race steal my sea glide? I was literally thinking that in my head. Before the absurdity of that thought kicked in shortly thereafter. Typical Subnautica, 35 minutes into an episode, and we're still collecting all the glass that we need for our aquarium. Oh, man. relaxing, though. I like it. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay. Oh, there's more. Okay, so the scanner room happened upon this area that had not been heavily harvested. And this is, again, in the same general direction as the mushroom tree. So that works out in our favor. Seamoth, where'd you go? There you are. Alright, you are close. Yeah, you're right there. The rest of you are far away. Okay, so... toward the giant mushroom trunk we go. Hey, reefbacks. Beautiful, beautiful creatures. Alright, we've arrived. I can see the stems of the trees. Mushrooms about to pop in. It's a shame that I'm so used to that I commentate on it. Like, that's just how the world appears in Subnautica. That's how it loads in. You see the stems first, and then the trees. Alright, so the scanner room is up top, where the cameras are.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now, please tell me... I was afraid of that. There is not even any quartz in the area. But I can at least tell it to look for wrecks. I can at least do that. Alright, that... I know what wreck that is. That's the life pod. Yep. I don't know what wreck that is. So while we're here, may as well just glance, and then we'll head back. So that's, I mean, that's plenty of quartz. We can make a bunch of glass with that. And we've got lots of titanium. So once we've made the glass, we can load the empty inventory space back up with titanium as much as possible, and then go to town. Hello! Oh, no, I have not been in you yet. I don't have a flashlight, though. Oh, I have definitely not been here. Hang on. Let me at least go down in here and see if I can use the natural lighting to find anything of use. No, game, I don't need to self-scan. I'm not infected anymore. In your face. I don't see anything. Hang on. Yeah, I really need a flashlight. I don't want to get stuck in a wreck. That would be bad. I also don't want to get sidetracked. We're going to focus on an aquarium. I just, you know, given that we came all the way out here, I wanted to at least have a look. It's handy to use that. I mean, that's one thing I was saying that I would be doing, so. Okay. Where are we going? There we go. Base Alpha. Kilometer away. Let's move. Yeah, see, I mentioned earlier in the episode that, you know, that there was this discussion of the... Right at the beginning of the episode, I mentioned that there was discussion on Twitter of the content so far as it's being built, as it's been imagined for the Subnautica expansion. And I have mentioned in this series many times that I hope that they maybe add some additional stuff to the core game, like being able to make the Seamoth faster, or having just a faster endgame mode of transportation that is not teleportation. An ability to zip point to point in a non-fast travel way, like this, in something a little bit faster than the Seamoth, in the end game specifically. You know? Are those the ones that are underground? I think they are. If I can spot where to get in to get them, I will certainly do so. Wait a second. That one's in the volcano and I didn't grab it. Oh, as I smack myself with a submarine. Hey, volcano. Don't burn me, please. I said don't burn me! I literally just said. Rude. Okay. Let's get back in the Seamoth and head back down to base alpha. We got stuff to do. I'm gonna build the aquarium right about there. So we're close. Real close. We're gonna need some enameled glass, but stalker teeth will be easy to come by. And actually, as a matter of fact, that's one thing I can do right now to make life a lot easier. Look at me navigating my base. Quartz. Stalker tooth. Oh, it's already found one. Yeah, there's going to be plenty in the area. Where am I going? Oh yeah, that's right. Make me some glass, and lots of it. Except with, like, a few pieces of quartz, because we need some quartz for the hatches. Including the hatches we use to get into the aquarium. The aquarium itself, where there will be water inside the rooms. Alright, so I can do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 5 more. Not a lot of glass. I almost wish they would, well, this might be too much to ask for, but I almost wish they would do with quartz what they did with silicone. Because quartz still requires, or glass still requires 2 quartz in order to, let's do one more. Lost count. Still requires 2 quartz in order to make just 1 glass. And I kind of want it to be the other way around. Seriously?
Vital signs stabilizing.
Alright, there's that. And let's go get our titanium and go to work. No, climb down. Thank you. We, of course, still have to build a ladder there. We'll work on that. Okay, let's continue. There's that. Yeah, stalker teeth are quite nearby. Seriously? Right, we're gonna have to go ahead and do an L compartment. Maybe 2. Dude. Dude. I'm busy. I'm busy, and I don't have... Oh, I do have my knife. Come here. Yeah. Bugger off. You jerk. you serious? See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. This is ridiculous. Like, these... What I'm going to have to do... I hate this. Like, I want it to look nice. I want this to be glass, but it doesn't make sense. It's too much. This has to be titanium. And I hate it. It just looks fugly. But maybe what I can do is have titanium every other segment. How about that? That's my compromise. To free up some glass. There we go. That actually looks kind of nice, I have to admit. Okay, now the question is, how much farther can we go in this direction? I think it's time. Let's go ahead and build a T intersection. Probably going to need to go get more titanium, but I can build the first multi-purpose room right there. There's the beginning of the aquarium in a perfect spot. Can we put another one below it? Don't quite have the titanium for it, but we have more in storage, so let's go grab some. And actually, while I'm thinking about it,
30 seconds.
I know. Actually, we just put the hatch in. Why not actually do this properly? That's where it's going to be. We do still need to get more glass. Well, we have some because we freed some up. We do still need to get more glass for the... Whoa, hello. There we go. What am I thinking? For the actual aquarium itself, we're going to need enameled glass. Okay. No. Need to hold off. Those are my last 2 quartz. I need those for other things. I will, however, munch on one quick lantern fruit. Okay, titanium. Not a lot of it, unfortunately. Yeah, that's right, this is it. It's so weird to actually have access to this now. Plants growing up into the base. That's another unfortunate artifact of Subnautica that has not been addressed yet. Just a weird aspect of the game's launch state. Alright, now the question is that enough? Because that's literally all of my titanium. So now, what do I need in order to actually build the indoor aquariums? I need titanium and 5 glass, but not enameled glass, actually. So that's good. We will need more glass, though. So the stalker teeth actually were not necessary. I will run back, and we're going to put... Oh, this is frustrating, because I need both quartz and titanium to finish this. But small quantities. I don't need to do, like, full runs anymore. So stalker teeth were not necessary. Let's just look for... Yeah, quartz is going to be hard to come by out here. Start scanning, and what we'll do is we're going to look for... It's already found some. Actually, I'm going to grab the sea glide just for expediency's sake. So we can do this as fast as possible. I don't know, might have to do an episode 61. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to get all this into an hour-long finale. I might have to do some additional work in the next one. Or, you know, there's always the possibility. I thought about doing a lot of this, like a lot of the resource gathering off camera for this finale, but, like, I don't know, it just didn't feel right considering just the spirit of the series. Okay, let me quickly pop in a window here just for aesthetics. Well, I don't know if I like those aesthetics. It does make it flow with the rest of it, though. It's just on the inside, there's nothing really to see but sand there. So let's deconstruct that. We can use that glass elsewhere. Okay, so now that we have this thing, we have light. Means I can actually find these bastard quartz that have been hiding from me forever and a day. There's one. And there's two. Okay, well that was easy. It's amazing what happens when you have a freaking flashlight. Alright, and it literally has not found any others. So what we're going to have to do is hop into... Where's the sea moth? There you go. We're going to hop into Marcus. And we're going to go looking for metal salvage. Maybe over by the Aurora. Places where I know there's a lot of it that I haven't picked up. Where I know I'll definitely find some. How much do I have in... I don't have anything in storage. Good. Okay. You look for quartz. We're going to go to the Aurora, which I believe is this direction, right? Hoppity hop. Wee. Yep. Going right toward it. Okay. Hey, Reefback. How you doing, buddy? Still not seeing any other quartz in that direction. I do still have the scanner room HUD chip in. I was making sure of that. But yeah, we're going to head over this away. And I know that once I get into kind of the Badlands here, yeah, this area, there is scrap metal just everywhere. Everywhere. That I haven't picked up yet. And quartz, it turns out. Holy crap. All right, well, this actually just might be my gold mine. So, let's see. One. I'm just going to pick up every piece that I see of both. That's the sea moth's shadow. Could there be quartz in this cave? Yes, there could indeed. Exactly 2 instances of it. And yes, there are limestone outcroppings, I see those, but those could yield copper, and frankly, I don't need copper right now, so I don't even want to deal with it. Don't even want to deal with it. That is also quartz. Ironically enough, there is one quartz here showing from the scanner room. Okay, metal salvage, a couple of pieces of it. Huge chunks of ship. Alright, inventory full. Not for long though, because we're going to load up the sea moth storage with this titanium. Okay, there's that. More quartz! This is good to know, actually, that there's so much of this over here. This is a good area to grab this stuff in the early game when you're looking for large quantities of these things for the exact same reason that I'm looking for them. Base building, specifically. I feel like there was a quartz indicator ahead just now and it vanished. Was I seeing things? You tell me. I was moving toward it because I saw one. Maybe I am hallucinating. That would be bad, though. I am not on any known hallucinogens. Okay, my inventory is actually full. So let's see. Yeah, I think I'm actually pretty happy with that haul. So maybe I'll make a Cuddlefish bonus episode. How about that? This is the aquarium building episode. And the finale. Pseudo-finale. Planned finale, but not actual finale. Wannabe finale. The finale that wasn't. The finale before the finale. The penultimate episode. There's one. Now I'm just thinking of Monty Python. This is the penultimate supper. Okay. Let's park the sea moth in our base that does not have its legs down, which sounds a lot looter than it should. Hey, the window's there. It's cool. Might eventually put windows where some of those reinforcements are. I think I probably said that earlier in the series. All right, let's start with glass to free up inventory space. Isn't it nice how power is just not an issue anymore at all? The only reason power is going down at all right now is we're using the fabricator, and we are charging the sea moth. Okay, I'll leave the rest. How much can I pick up? Just one from the sea moth? I'll go ahead and grab one. I mean, I want all the titanium I can carry on me right now. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go. Time to make us an aquarium. It might eventually. I could make it taller than just 3 segments, but 3 is a nice starting size, I feel like. Where are you? I was just looking at you earlier. Now I can't see you. Why is that? What's happening? There it is. Okay, that's so weird. It's interior pieces. Okay. Alien containment. Haha.
Aquariums provide an ideal opportunity to study alien fauna up close. Select carefully which life forms you bring on board. They may also be studying you.
True. As we have learned in this playthrough. Hey look! We can see up into our second section. And, hang on. It's about to get even better. Wait. There we go. About to say, you better let me build my freaking ladder. Oh, so cool. Now, hopefully we should have everything we need. Yeah, we do. There it is. That was exactly the amount of glass we needed. How about that? Okay, so now... first things first, hang on. We do need... Thankfully we don't need glass for a hatch, so... How much titanium do I have left on me? I have enough to do 2 hatches. Perfect, because I want to have a hatch, obviously, into this thing. You know what? I do like the idea of both of the hatches I'm about to build being on the bottom level. I like the idea a lot, actually. Alright, let's have this hatch facing towards base alpha. Oh, beautiful. Okay, that's nice. And then we can have this hatch. Yeah, why not? Just plug it right in. Now, I believe this thing actually has a planter built into it. So the first thing I'm going to do, we're going to run right outside. Oh man, now that this thing is finally in place, we got stuff to do. Okay. Actually, let's get two. Let's get a couple of creepvine seed clusters. Let stuff start growing in here. There's 1 and 2. Oh, that's cool. That makes me want to plant 4. Screw it, I'm gonna get 4. Let's grab 2 more. And of course, one thing I have not had a chance to do, but I would like to do, is make the sides of this entirely glass, which would require reinforcement of the titanium segments. So lots more building to make it work, but that way you could really see outside and see into this thing. That's right. Lost my place for a second. Excellent. Alright, so those are growing. Let's get some stuff to put in here, shall we? Running. Okay. Yes, that was a red versus blue reference. Every time I say it that way, it is a red versus blue reference. It never changes. Some things never get old. I was a freshman? No, sophomore in college when Season 1 of Red vs. Blue was airing from Rooster Teeth. Every time a new episode would come out, we would download it, because YouTube didn't exist back then. And we would laugh our asses off. Okay, that's right. The eggs are in this locker? Hang on. Alright, so this... I am going to grab these creature eggs. Anything that might need to hatch. Do I have a locker up here with stuff in it? No. Where are... Is it the uranium or the uraninite locker? Still? No. But that beacon would be nice to take back. Let's also go ahead and grab my other gear while I'm looking at it. Where... Oh, yeah. The eggs locker. Duh. Okay, the thing is, I don't know what kind of creatures hatch from these. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on this. Maybe hatch the mean eggs first and see what happens. I'm not done with this episode yet, as you can obviously tell from seeing the full episode length. Which means it's not going to come out on time today. But that's okay. I'm recording this on the day of, because I did decide to wait to see if anyone commented to see what they wanted, or to say what they wanted to see. Oakley dokley, let's oh, look at him. So if we put them here. Yeah. So it's so cool. When you put them in here, they automatically, in this environment, they start, like, preparing to come to life. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing, you know what this is? This is a gasopod. I can tell from the egg type. This guy, though, what are you, man? Is that a stalker egg, maybe? unfortunately, I can't scan that. I would really like to know... Yes, I'm hanging out in here while they think about hatching. I'm not going to drop a gasopod in here, because that just feels weird to have a gasopod in my aquarium. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and put that egg outside. That's got to be a gasopod egg. What are you? What are you, man? This is one of the... I think this is an egg I found in the safe shallows. So... maybe a sand shark egg? Maybe? See, I don't like that idea either. See, yeah, actually, looking at the texture of it, I feel like it's a sand shark egg. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm doing something I never do. While I'm recording, I have my phone in my hand. I'm totally looking this up. Subnautica egg types. Okay. Yeah, that's a bone shark egg. That's the dude that that's what I thought. Those are the things that hate light. So we're gonna put that outside. I was right about the other egg. It's a gasopod egg. And some of the other... Oh, cool. We actually have a reefback egg, of all things. Or possibly just spadefish egg, because it looks like the icons are the same. But yeah, we're gonna pick you up. Sorry, buddy. You're not hatching with my little babies. That would be a disaster of epic proportions. Alright, well, you know what they say about watch pots. So I'm gonna hop up here. What is the scanner room looking for right now? Quartz. And it's found a bunch. So while I am waiting for those to hatch, we do in fact need more quartz. Let's go get it. Because we know there's a bunch over there where we were. And chances are that's what it's pointing at.
All systems online.
There's actually a little trio of them a little closer. Along with some stuff that I've probably already scanned. Okay. I would rather go back to the sea moth and scurry up to those really quickly, because that's a bunch of them. And if I can just ride over to that pocket and grab all that quartz, that's a decent amount of the glasswork that I want to do on at least one level of this aquarium. Yeah, it's in this crevasse. Okay, so 1, 2, I'll bet you there's more if I look for a second. Ugh. Three. Because you know the way it doesn't find all of them. We've talked about this. 4, 5, and we've got 6 and 7 over here. Where are you, man? I don't know why, but Drax from Infinity War just popped into my head. I'll do you one better! Why is Gamora? No spoilers in the comments for anyone who hasn't seen it. It's just a random quote outside of context, so you can still appreciate it when you hear it. While I'm looking at it, Okay, so there's 2 more quartz. I'm gonna grab these. We're gonna head back to base. We're gonna do a little more glass work. We're gonna see if a cuttlefish is hatched. And also those, Alright, where's that? Hang on. Where are you? There you are. There's, what in the world, man? Oh, hello. Also, there's the kelp that we have planted. We'll see how far that's grown by the time we get back. Last one. Last one. I mean, the metal salvage was right in front of me. Why not pick that up? Why not? Okay. The ion battery on this thing's actually starting to get kind of low. It's at 41%. It's lasted us a good while, though. Loving the ion batteries and power cells. They are awesome. Doop doop. This is another thing I look forward to them fixing the next time they release a polishing pass. In addition to the fixes for the scanner room UI that I've talked about constantly, the way that it's only when you're inside vehicles, but the way that the base interiors are not concealed by the sea fog, if you will, in the same way that everything else is. The exterior of the base is concealed by sea fog. You can see very clearly, even from a distance, the interior of your base as visible from the windows when you're inside the sea moth or the cyclops or the prawn. It's very odd. It's funny the way things turn out when you program them in certain ways, the kinds of bugs that can... I mean, that's the nature of a bug, is you program things to work one way and then human error leads to the code going, well, I'm doing what you told me to do. It's just a combination of things isn't quite going as smoothly as you planned. Life is what happens when you're busy making plans, especially if you're a programmer. Truer words. Alright, so now I've got lots more titanium and glass. So, this time, however, I need to drink some water. Let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and hop out of the base so we can approach the aquarium from outside. Not only because we're going to be building the windows, but just because we want to look at it. Because it's pretty. Because why wouldn't we look at it from the outside? It's a masterpiece. Alright, let's start up here. It's not a masterpiece. Many an aquarium like it has been built before. I was kind of hoping to see the tips of the seaweed touching the top floor by now, but that is a little bit too much to hope for. We'll be getting there soon, though. Really? Already out of glass. Again. Good lord. Alright, well, in that case, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to deconstruct the windows on this side so that the windows facing the kelp forest, at least, are in place. And also, let's put a spotlight here, because spotlights lighting up the kelp forests are the coolest thing ever. I still wish that spotlights worked on the underside of things the way that they used to. I don't know why that broke, or why it hasn't been fixed. Because they're much cooler on like the undersides of the observation station, shining down into kelp forests, for instance. But at least that will, you know, create an interesting light show when we're standing on this top floor. Speaking of which, it looks like it's getting dark. Let's go up there now. Hey, getting pretty tall. Cuddlefish are still hanging out. Beautiful. Speaking of observation stations, I might even do some additional glass hallways out into the kelp forest. That's one thing I've always loved to do in Subnautica, is have glass walkways that kind of snake through a kelp forest to where you can walk through one, you know, outside of the fear of drowning without having to worry about that. It's so cool. All right, so how we doing, guys? Are we making progress? You're thinking about making progress, aren't you? Very soon, we will have cuddlefish buddies to follow us around. 3, to be precise. I think there are 4 entirely in the game. So there's a 4th somewhere. Or maybe there's 3 and I found them all, just by sheer happenstance. But, I think what I'll do is I will record one more episode of this. I don't know if I'm going to release it right away, but I want to do a little bit more before we're done. I want to really polish off. I don't want to feel like I'm rushing off just because we're at the end of episode 60 after an hour and a half almost. So let me stop here. But in the next one, we're going to watch these guys hatch. We're going to play around with the cuttlefish, and we're probably going to go ahead and get the last of the glass windows built and enhancements to the base finished. As a matter of fact, there's one thing I can do now before I end this episode that would facilitate that in the next one, to where we don't have to do as much back and forth. Quite as much. Actually, I just went out the wrong exit. Should have gone this way, and I'm already navigating through my base more intuitively. So I would say that the changes were a success. See, that's the way I should have gone the first time. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and get some reinforcements in play. Let's do one there. Where they are. Temporarily lost it. Temporarily lost it. There's that. And let's do one more. Well, we can do as many as we need. The point is, having these in place should allow us to do all the rest of the work that we need to do. Glass-wise. Because each glass window only takes away 1 hull integrity. Okay, that's literally all my titanium. And on that note, I will stop episode 60 of Into the Locker right here. I'll bring back episode 61, again, might not be right away, because I'm going away this weekend, and then I've got my thesis defense coming up. So any extra recording, even just one episode beyond planned, is something I have to avoid making any promises about whatsoever. But definitely as soon as possible, I'm going to do one more episode in this. Not an hour-long episode, but just like another maybe 30, 40-minute episode, perhaps, just to polish off the aquarium and play with the cuttlefish and hopefully watch them hatch, which hopefully we're not missing right now. And on that note, I will actually go ahead and stop this episode here so that we can catch that moment. But we'll come back for that in the next one and see how this series concludes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes in just general sci-fi. What is it? Sci-fi survival. I haven't said this in a while, so I always forget. Sci-fi survival and what's the third S? Help me, guys. Off the top of my head, it never comes to me, and now I always get stuck on it. This is my channel. This is my brand. I should be able to rattle this off, even if it's been 6 months since I said it. Sci-fi, survival, and... That kind of content. Usually airs every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. This has been a bonus series, at least for the past several episodes, so it's been airing at 1 p.m. But you can always look for this kind of content, whether it's survival, science fiction, or simulation, that's the third S, in the 4 p.m. slot. As a matter of fact, more simulation is going to be headed that way very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.